Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. When we're connected to others, we become better people. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. If I had to live my life over, I'd live over a saloon. So shut up, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. I only want to write, and there's no college for that, except life. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. The easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where intention goes, energy flows. The butterfly counts not months, but moments, and has time enough. We say later, later, until later becomes too late, and all we can think of is if only. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. No one cares how much you know, until they know how much you care. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. I saw a star. I reached for it. I missed, so I accepted the sky. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. There is an intelligent way to eat a live frog. I just don't know what it is. Don't fast forward through life. You'll miss all the good stuff along the way. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. For every expert, there is an equal and opposite expert. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. Savor everything, cling to nothing, live now, because living then won't be any better. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. I can't feel my tongue, but I know it's there because I'm talking. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. Education is not the learning of facts, it's rather the training of the mind to think. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. Don't let the fear of losing them keep you from loving them. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. Follow your heart. You may go astray, but your life will find its direction somehow. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant. Irrational expectations are at the root of most human suffering. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets.